Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Good
Thank
morning.
you for, yes. Good morning. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Tuesday morning tips and tea with the heavy hitter queens. I am Ceateetra Booker, and I am here with Shantella and Nicci Taylor. And we're going to give you some tips and tea this morning. But just a quick recap of what we discussed last week. We definitely did go over LLCs, the importance of having an LLC, and business funding and business credit building. So we are going to discuss some things this morning, but first we just want to show you a quick video. Just stay tuned, just one moment, and we'll get this started for you.
Are you ready to unlock the biggest secret in business? We're excited to share a game-changing secret that's set to transform how you secure funding for your business. In today's tough economy, you've probably noticed it's harder than ever to get the funding you need. Banks are tightening up, cutting credit lines, and denying loans right when you need them most. But here's some fantastic news. With Novae's Business Credit Suite, you are already pre-qualified for more funding than you might think possible. Discover our comprehensive Business Credit Suite. Novae means new beginnings, and this suite is just that. It's a true game changer, offering access to more than 30 core funding products and over 400 financing sources. It's like having every business financing option that's available today right at your fingertips. Our unique suite provides everything you need to grow and expand, from certified business credit advisors to in-depth videos, funding experts, and much more. One of the keys to our suite is helping you build a strong business credit profile. Just like you have your own personal credit score, your business can build its own credit profile. This score can open doors to significant amounts of cash and credit that are tailored to your business. What sets our suite apart? Well, one thing is you can secure business funding in just your company's name without a personal guarantee or hard inquiry on your credit. This means your personal finances are completely safe, no matter what your business needs financially. Another major factor that sets us apart is our funding guarantee. In just a short time, you could be approved for over $50,000 in real, usable business credit. In fact, we guarantee it, or we'll keep working for you until you do. Rest assured, this isn't some overhyped online course by a random take your money and run guru. We are featured in publications like Forbes, Yahoo Finance, MarketWatch, Inc. Magazine, and carry an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau for one reason: we get results. We also include a full year of our AI-powered credit software, so you can work on your personal credit at the same time. Even though it's not required, having a strong personal credit score will help accelerate your business journey and open even more doors of funding, allowing you to explore a wide variety of funding options like SBA loans, equipment loans, business credit cards, and more. No matter what your business needs or where you are in your journey, we have a funding solution ready for you. So take the next step. You've just stumbled upon the best kept secret in business. Take advantage by enrolling today and scale your business to new heights with Novae's Business Credit Finance Suite.
All right, so you heard it from the video, Novae's Business Credit Funding Suite. So my tip for the day is knowing the importance of business credit. So business credit score is a number that numerically represents an organization's credit worthiness based on its financial history. A third-party credit bureau calculates the score, and then lenders use this to make decisions about offering loans and other credit in business. While its ultimate purpose is similar to a personal credit score, but it works a little differently. For starters, a business credit score doesn't use your actual social security number. It's going to use your EIN, your identification number, your tax ID, and the agencies that report the business credit scores include Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian. And so, Nicci, what tip do you have for the people this morning?
Well, actually, I'm going to be introducing some tools and strategies for building business credit. So,
We
for
all need that.
one, yes, we
Yes,
definitely need
for
that.
sure.
So, what the first thing is the tools part. So, you going like the teacher said, you are going to need your Duns and Bradstreet, and that's like the register for a free DUNS number to create business credit credit to business credit profile. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And then for two, you can have like business credit reports. Say like you monitor your credit report and for the credit bureaus and for the DMV and Experian and Equifax. And then you want the credit builder, like credit builder loans. Now consider loans, specifically for designed to build business credit. So also you want to have business credit cards. Of course, we got to have business credit cards because we got to build that credit, right? That business credit. So you want to apply for credit cards in your business name to establish credit. Now the strategies, now that's like on the tools part. So you do need those tools. So what you will need for the strategies, like the different strategies that that will put you in place for those with those tools. You will for one, you want to separate the personal business, finance to keep it from your your personal and business finance to keep it from your personal and business credit separately. You want to actually separate them, right? You don't want them together because you don't want nothing in your on your personal credit, correct? So, and number two, like making on-time payments, like pay bills and loans installments on time to demonstrate credit worthiness. And then three, credit card utilization low. So you really want that to be low because you want to maintain a low credit utilization ratio as less than 30%. We all know that with the credit cards, correct? I think most people know that. And
They
then
work in
also
both
you want to
ways, personal
monitor.
and business.
Yes, yes, definitely.
30%.
So,
Get that utilization low.
yeah, you got to keep that utilization low, right? So the next, number four, well, you want to actually monitor and dispute errors, like regularly review credit reports and dispute any errors that you see or any inaccuracies on your report as well. And then five, build a credit mix. Now, I know this is something different that nobody ever heard before, but a credit mix is diversifying your credit with different types of loans and credit accounts. That's what that credit mix means, right? So, and six, establishing business history. You want to build a strong business history with a stable address, phone number, and your financial records.
Right.
And then number seven, you want to actually make smart financial decisions. Please do this. I can't even stress that enough. But please make smart financial decisions. Avoid negative remarks like late payments and collections and bankruptcies. And like we always said in our last segment, when we was talking about the business funding and LLCs, that you do want to make sure if you do actually get into those like collections and bankruptcies, we do also have a debt help consolidation program that we have experts to help you with that. So by leveraging these tools and strategies, you will be on your way to establishing a strong business credit profile, which can help you secure better loan terms and lower your interest rates and increase your credit score limits. So, all right, that's enough about what my tip is. What is your tip, Shantella?
I don't think they're ready for my tip because you all dropped some great tips, and I don't think they're paying attention close enough. So I don't think I should share my tip because I got
You
trade
don't want to
lines
share your
on
tip.
trade lines on trade lines on trade lines. We
Trade
dropping
line
trade
on trade
lines
line
all
on
over the
trade
place.
line.
Wait, I didn't
Right.
introduce my cup. Let me introduce Big Bertha to the chat. Hello. Hello.
Oh,
Oh,
that
Big
look bigger than your
Bertha.
face.
Yes. I
Look,
need
mine's
the
not even
extra
that big.
extra,
Oh, well,
the extra
kinda.
extra today.
Look.
Yes, there we go.
Mm.
So have to give the group a little break, because you all dropped some great value, Queen. So I just want to thank you for that. What is business credit? You know, what type of tools we need to build business credit. So a lot of people might not even know what trade lines are, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
that can be a couple of different things when you're talking about different topics. But when in regards to business, trade lines it's basically like net 30 accounts, right? And probably like, well,
Mm-hmm.
what is a net 30 account, right? So with net 30 accounts, you're looking at you get the goods now, the services now, and then you have up to 30 days to pay that off. This is building your credit worthiness. This is determining, how good your payment history is going to be. If you can get you some net 30 accounts, this is giving you the opportunity to show in your business that you are responsible. Like Nicci said, you have the overall big picture.
Yeah.
What is my whole credit profile looking like? So Tradelines is a great essential tool that you can add when you're trying to build business credit. So there's two different types of trade lines, right? So there's net 30 accounts, which are more so like your Ulines, your Quills, Sam's Club, business, not the personal
Mm-hmm.
one, but on the business side, they have a business account. If you get like
Mhm.
fleet cards, like a Shell or BP gas station cards, these are retail stores. These are like net 30 accounts. But on the other side, there are also financial business trade lines. And this is more so to do with your banks, right? Your banks, your big
Mm-hmm.
financial lenders. So, like Nicci was saying before, credit cards, these are your secure credit cards. This is where you're putting up money as a deposit to get a credit card. Because sometimes when your business is still a baby, we talked about it last week, you have no
Yes, a
credit,
little baby.
you got to do something, you got to put a deposit down, just like you go to get you a phone line at one of these phone carriers. I'm not going to name names, but sometimes they make you put down a deposit if your credit's not there, right? Because you're too new to the credit game. Same thing
Right.
applies with business. Sometimes you have to put down a deposit in order to start building credit, right? So there's
Mm-hmm.
secure business credit cards, unsecured business credit cards as well. Those are like your American Expresses, your Capital One cards, Visa, Master, things like that, right? Business
Mhm.
lines of credit you can get from the banks, lease trade lines, and equipment trade lines as well. So if you're a business that have big major equipment, like I'm out here in farm country, sometimes I see tractors running down
You
the
see
street,
tractor trailers and all that, don't you?
all types of stuff. These tractors, 500,000 to $1 million sometimes. So if you have equipment like that, you can get a equipment trade line on your equipment and then use that as leverage to go purchase more equipment if you need it. So these are different things that you can do in order to help you build up your business credit, right? And then going into some things where you're like, well, what if I don't want a personally guarantee like that secure credit card, right? Or
Yeah.
if I don't want to personally back it, you will still need to build it. Like Nicci was saying earlier, NAV is an essential tool that you can utilize to help build business credit. You pay like a monthly subscription fee, and it'll report to the three big major business credit bureaus, which she said before, Dun and Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian. Those are the ones that
Right.
Mhm.
you're looking to make sure that these things are reporting to. So that's another key essential when you're applying for credit, making sure that that credit, line of credit, credit card, whatever it is reporting to the three bureaus, right? Because you want to have a good
Correct.
credit profile all across the board. Now, Ceateetra, you brought up a great tip earlier about, just what is business credit and things like that. So I'm wondering on that end, can you give an example of what it looks like when a business has good credit?
Well, Shantella, first, they definitely need to understand how the business credit score is calculated because the business credit score is different. Businesses don't have just one credit score, they have several. So each of the three major bureaus calculates the issue's unique business credit scores based on
Mm-hmm.
its own criteria and algorithms, which didn't know that algorithms had anything to do with business credit, but okay. And
You'd be surprised.
so, yeah. And basically, the score for all three is anywhere from 0 to 100. So these scores reflect the business's payment history. Sometimes, like other factors, will come into play as determined for each of the bureaus. Like some examples may be how long you've been in business, how many lines of credit you currently do have, or
Mm-hmm.
that you currently have applied for, the age of your accounts, risk or failure for your industry, things like that. Equifax and Dun and Bradstreet issue multiple scores. For example, like the Dun and Bradstreet also issue delinquency scores between 101 and 670, which measure a business's likelihood of defaulting on payments. So you want to definitely make sure that you are mindful of your business's credit report. You want to make sure that you are maintaining a fundable foundation, and you want to make sure that you do have access to revolving credit. You want to make sure that door stays open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't even realize, it's just like having your personal credit, right? You have a personal credit score. Your business will also have a business credit score. And like Ceateetra mentioned earlier, you're looking at a Paydex score when it comes to your business credit score. So having 80 plus on the Paydex score is what these lending institutions are going to be looking at when you're trying to go after those bigger funding amounts, like the hundreds of thousands of dollars, the $1 million, when you're trying to get into these larger amounts, they're looking at your complete credit profile. They want to see that you have revolving credit, installment loans, just like you do for your personal credit. But the cool thing about it is, you can definitely build up your business credit faster than you can with your personal credit. Isn't that crazy?
You really can.
Do a 90.
But you would think it would be the opposite. You would think it would be the opposite.
Credit and be there.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's why it's separated, because you don't want to mix your business with your personal.
Exactly.
Because your personal takes a little longer than your business. Your business can actually grow and grow and gain more history quicker than, your personal would.
Right.
So, yeah.
And Lord, some of us have had
that was some good
years
information
to jack it up.
Right. It don't take you long to mess it up, but it takes you a little while to get it back.
Yes.
That part right there.
Yeah.
That part.
But you know
Nicci,
what?
you were mentioning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead.
No. You look, the teacher was going to make a real good point. Watch it go.
What were you about to say, CC?
No, I was just gonna say, like, things that that come too easy, you don't appreciate, but things that come, that you have to put work into, you have to wait, you have to be patient, wait for that to pay off. They mean more to you, that it's worth more to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you finally get your credit to where it needs to be, it's gonna be such a great value.
Great value, and then you're gonna appreciate yourself that you waited and had patience.
Exactly. Yes, patience is a virtue.
Yes, it sure is.
So after you do all that work to get it up there, you're like, I'm gonna mess this up. That's why people don't want to file bankruptcy.
Exactly.
No, ma'am. Look, I can get those shoes later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't even talk about shoes. Don't even go there at all.
Most of the time, I gotta ask myself, do I need it or do I want it? And if it's something that I want, I don't get it. But it's something that I need, right now, and I don't care. I mean, really, shoes, those can wait. Because it's something that I want. But something that I need, like credit repair, getting my LLCs, starting a business, you know what I'm saying? Those are the things I will need that's necessary, that's going to help me gain more income, So,
you know what that's
another
called?
thing that
priorities. I said, you know what that's called? Priorities.
Yes, prioritize.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Finding ways to build additional income. And that's one of those things, whether it's getting funding because your credit is good, or creating your LLC, which is going to give you another opportunity to bring in additional income into your household. Because what they said, we need 7 different ways now to make money, because 1 through 4 definitely ain't enough anymore. With the way the prices are going, we need all these different ways to make additional income nowadays. But Nicci, you also made some really good points as far as, different tools that you can utilize to build your business credit, the secured cards and things like that. But what are some of the risks associated with just using secured credit cards in a bad way? I know we were kind of talking about that earlier when we buy too many shoes, but what are some of the risks when you don't properly use
for one,
building items?
Yeah. Well, the risk for, business credit cards, for secured business credit cards, you want to actually have a security deposit for one. And the card requires a cash deposit. You got to make sure it has a cash deposit. And usually an equal of the credit limit as, like collateral. If the business can't make the payments, then if the business is at default, the bank can actually seize the deposit. So that's
Mhm.
one of the risks. And then the
Your
next
money.
risk is credit limits. You want to secure cards often have lower credit limits than unsecured cards. So which can limit the amount of credit availability for your business expenses. And then there's also fees. You want to secure cards that may have high application processing or annual or late payments or returned checks and foreign transaction fees. Now, nobody knew that all these fees come with certain credit cards, you know.
Mm.
And I mean, I really didn't know that until I actually did my research and homework on this. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to know. So what if I ran into some of these risks? You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
need to know certain things that I need to see and look for. So I won't be running into any of those risks. So, and then the last one is well, not the last one, but this one is like the interest rate. Secured cards may have high interest rates because the issuers may expect, higher default rates from people with lower credit scores. If you have a low credit score, guess what? Your interest rate is going to go skyrocket. That's why it's very important to actually get your credit repaired before even trying to purchase a credit card. Because sometimes they look at the Experian or, like I said, the Equifax or the Duns and Bradstreet numbers to see, where you stand. And then if your credit utilization is higher than 30%, guess what? It's still going to be high and it's going to have a high payout. You're going to be making high payments. And then there's
Mhm.
also no balance carryovers. Now, this is something that I didn't even know about. That there's balance carryovers on certain credit cards. Yes, there is. So the balance may not even carry over. So the business they must pay them off by the end of each month.
Mhm.
I did not even know that either. So that's like, a little crazy to me. I was like, hold up, what? Are you serious? But at the same time, yeah, that happens. And these are some of the risks that you actually have to look after and look over. You know what I'm saying? So you got to really make sure you know what you're getting into when you actually apply for these credit cards. And that's on your personal side and on your business side because it can affect your business.
Yeah. Do your due diligence, everybody. Just
Yes,
read the whole
Yes.
yes.
sheet. Read it all. Because
Read it
like Nicci said,
all.
you know, is this gonna be due by the end of the month? You
Hmm.
just assuming certain things because we think all credit cards work the same way. They
No,
might
they
No,
not.
don't. No, they don't.
Especially if you are new business, new LLC, you don't have much credit behind you. These are things that these lenders and these credit card companies are doing. They're looking at your personal profile to see your credit worthiness that if you're going to be able to back your business. Now, granted, when you PG something for your business and you're a new business, it may
Hmm.
not appear on your personal credit, but they're looking at your personal credit score because they're looking at if your business doesn't pay this back, they're looking at you to pay this back. So it might not appear on your personal credit report, but they're looking at your credit score. They're looking at your whole profile. They're looking at what assets that you have, your income as well. They might be looking at your personal income in certain
Yeah,
situations. And be careful because some of these business credit cards out here might say that it's a business credit card, but they still might actually report it to your personal credit. So not all companies, credit lines, credit card companies are built the same. You just got to
exactly.
make sure you're reading everything, or you can get with the teacher, Nicci, or myself, and we can help guide you through the process. Just like the video earlier was saying, we have a whole business credit builder suite program There's a do it yourself guide where you can kind of jump in, be hands-on, do everything yourself, and just give you a step-by-step guide on what to do. But if you need some guidance and you feel like, okay, I have a bunch of questions and you need a specialist to help you along the way, we have a program for that as well, where a specialist will jump in and guide you through each and every step. So definitely get back with one of the queens and we can assist you with your business credit building journey when you're a new LLC or you're an existing and you started doing a couple things and got a little lost along the way. We can help get you back on track as well too.
Right.
So
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
thank you,
yes.
thank
So,
you.
okay, ladies, ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen.
that will conclude our segments for today. And hope everyone got some value from our live today as well. And from, me, myself, Shantella and Ceateetra. And also, what we spoke about, today. Hopefully, it guides you in the right direction of what you need to know about, obtaining and building business credit. And also getting trade lines as well. So those trade lines will help your business grow as well. So just make sure that, like Shantella said, if you need any further information, just, reach out to us or leave a comment below and, let us know how we did, or if you have any other questions or that you may have pertaining to this, then just let us know and we'll, be gladly to actually answer your questions. And then also, before we go, I would like to announce that since you stayed on the call, since you stayed on the live, at the end, I would like for you to actually put your email in the comment section if you can, and that will be greatly appreciated because we are giving away $1,000 savings in restaurants to any of your favorite restaurants. So, and if you don't want to have your email displayed in the comments, please reach out to us in our DMs because we do answer them, and you can actually put them there as well, and we will give your incentive. Okay. And so, without further ado, just stay tuned to next Tuesday. And we will actually talk about the same thing today that we did today. That will be part 2 for the next segment because it's a lot of stuff that we didn't really get to elaborate on. And it was more than we thought. So, so this will be a part 2 for next Tuesday on our tips and tea. And Shantella and Ceateetra, do y'all have anything else that y'all would like to add before we go?
Just thank you guys for tuning in and have a happy, blessed Tuesday.
Yes, thank
What
you,
about
everyone. And just thank you again. Remember, trade lines on trade lines on trade lines. We got it all for you. And again, like Nicci said, like, comment, share. Tune in next Tuesday. Can't wait to see you.
Yes.
Farewell. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See y'all next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.